Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanzeeba Naureen. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. Trump hush money trial. David Baker testifies. Judge hears gag order arguments. Pro-Palestinian protesters arrested at Yale, NYU. Biden administration tightens rules for obtaining medical records related to abortion. All died violently. 5 people, including 2 kids, found dead in Oklahoma City home. Trump called this visa very bad for Americans. Truth Social applied for one. Blazing cargo train rolls through Canadian city. Russian court rejects U.S. journalist Evan Gershkovich's detention appeal. Russian court sentences Meta spokesperson to 6 years in absentia. Elon Musk accuses Australia of censorship after court bans violent video. Modi accused of hate speech for calling Muslims infiltrators at a rally days into India's election. Djokovic Bonmati crowned at Laureus Awards. And Inter win heated Milan derby to seal 20th Italian Football League title. You are listening to headlines, now news in detail. Judge Juan Merchan will wait until later to rule after a hearing today on whether Donald Trump violated his gag order with social media posts attacking likely witnesses. Court ended at 2 p.m. today for Passover. During testimony, former National Enquirer publisher David Baker detailed making up the piece the publication ran about Senator Ted Cruz's father knowing John F. Kennedy's assassin. He also detailed working with Michael Cohen to target Trump's 2016 primary opponents. A few pro-Trump protesters gathered outside of the courthouse as Trump prepared to depart for the day. The group was holding a Trump 2024 banner, a handwritten poster that reads Kangaroo Court, and another banner that reads Make America Great Again under Trump's name. Trump complained again about his gag order, calling it unconstitutional as he left the courthouse for the day. I am not allowed to defend myself, and yet other people are allowed to say whatever they want about me. It's very, very unfair, Trump told reporters outside of the courtroom. Trump went on to again call Merchan a highly conflicted judge who should recuse himself from the case. Police arrested dozens of people at pro-Palestinian demonstrations at Yale University in Connecticut and New York University in Manhattan on Monday as the war in Gaza continued to reverberate through U.S. university campuses. The police crackdowns came after Columbia University cancelled in-person classes on Monday in response to protesters setting up tent encampments at its New York City campus last week. Demonstrators blocked traffic around Yale's campus in New Haven, Connecticut, demanding the school divest from military weapons manufacturers. Police arrested more than 45 protesters, according to the student-run Yale Daily News. In New York, officers moved on the NYU crowd shortly after nightfall as hundreds of demonstrators for hours had defied university warnings that they faced consequences if they failed to vacate a plaza where they had gathered. Video on social media showed police taking down tents in the protesters' encampment as demonstrators tussled with officers and chanted, "We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest." The medical records of women will be shielded from criminal investigations if they cross state lines to seek an abortion where it is legal, under a new rule that the Biden administration finalized Monday. The regulation, which is intended to protect women who live in states where abortion is illegal from prosecution, is almost certain to face legal challenges from anti-abortion advocates and criticism from abortion rights advocates that it does not go far enough. No one should have their medical records used against them, their doctor, or their loved one just because they sought or received lawful reproductive health care. Jennifer Klein, the director of the White House Gender Policy Council, told reporters on Monday. The new regulation is an update to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, which prohibits medical providers and health insurers from divulging medical information about patients. Typically, however, law enforcement can access those records for investigations. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. 5 people, including 2 children, were found dead inside an Oklahoma City home Monday morning, police said. Oklahoma City Police Sergeant Gary Knight referred to the deceased as a family. Knight said by email that police can't yet reveal what investigators believe happened, but he said all died violently. Police were dispatched to the residence about 16 miles west of downtown Oklahoma City at about 9:35 a.m. based on a report that there were bodies inside, Knight said. Officers discovered the 5, including at least 2 believed to be children, when they arrived, he said. The 5 people had injuries all consistent with homicide, Knight said. Their identities were still pending official confirmation. Detectives were requesting a judge's approval to search the residence, Knight said. Upon approval, he said in a video statement, police plan to send a crime scene investigation team to process the scene. The social media company founded by former President Donald Trump applied for a business visa program that he sought to restrict during his administration and which many of his allies want him to curtail in a potential second term. Trump Media and Technology Group, the company behind Truth Social, filed an application in June 2022 for an H-1B visa for a worker at a $65,000 annual salary, the lowest wage category category allowed under the program. Federal immigration data shows the company was approved for a visa a few months later. The company says it did not hire the worker. Filing for the visa sets the image of Trump, the candidate who has proposed a protectionist agenda for companies to hire Americans, in conflict with Trump, the businessman who has said his companies will use every tool at their disposal. Records show the investment firm started by Trump's son-in-law and White House advisor Jared Kushner also filed an application and was approved to hire a foreigner as an associate under the same visa program. Trump Media and Technology Group said in a statement the application was made under prior management, even though the current CEO, former House Intelligence Committee chairman and longtime Trump ally David Nunes, was already leading the company at the time the application was first filed with the U.S. Department of Labor. Now it's time for global updates. In Canada's Ontario, a concerning scene unfolded as 5 train cars blazed while en route to the downtown area. The London Fire Department swiftly responded, reporting no injuries and initiating an investigation into potential arson. Platoon Chief Colin Chauvel disclosed that precautions were taken to isolate train cars carrying hazardous materials. The fire, originating from railway ties picked up near Strathroy, erupted en route to London, its cause yet undetermined. The train, owned by CPKCR, halted near an office building and apartment complex. Prompt action from emergency crews led to the disconnection of locomotives, allowing firefighters to contain and extinguish the fire. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. A Moscow court has rejected the latest appeal by American journalist Evan Gershkovich against his pre-trial detention in an espionage case that he and United States authorities have rejected as false. Gershkovich, a reporter for the Wall Street Journal, has been in Moscow's Lefortovo prison for more than a year after he was arrested while on a reporting trip. He, his newspaper, and the US government all deny he is a spy. No date has been set for his trial. His detention was extended last month by 3 months to June 30. In the courtroom on Tuesday, Gershkovich stood in a glass dock wearing dark trousers, a white t-shirt and a dark shirt. He smiled and gave a thumbs up when a reporter asked him how he was doing. He is the first Western journalist since the Soviet era to be arrested by Moscow on spying charges. Moscow has not provided any public details of its case against Gershkovich, saying only that he was caught red-handed in the Ural city of Yekaterinburg in March last year. A military court in Moscow on Monday sentenced Meta Platforms' OpenNews Tab spokesperson Andy Stone to 6 years in prison for publicly defending terrorism, a verdict handed down in absentia RIA News Agency reported. Meta itself is designated an extremist organization in Russia, and its Facebook and Instagram social media platforms have been banned in the country since 2022 when Russia invaded Ukraine. Meta did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Stone, Meta's communications director, could not immediately be reached. Interfax cited the defendant's lawyer, Valentina Flipenkova, as saying that the sentence would be appealed. "I asked for an acquittal," she was quoted as saying. Russia's Interior Ministry opened a criminal investigation into Stone late last year without disclosing specific charges. RIA cited state investigators as saying Stone had published online comments that defended aggressive, hostile and violent actions towards Russian soldiers involved in what Moscow calls its special military operation in Ukraine. Tech billionaire Elon Musk accused Australia of censorship after an Australian judge ruled that his social media platform X must block users worldwide from accessing video of a bishop being stabbed in a Sydney church. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese responded Tuesday by describing Musk as an arrogant billionaire who considered himself above the law and was out of touch with the public. X Corporation, the tech company rebranded in 2023 by Musk after he bought Twitter, announced last week it would fight in court Australian orders to take down posts relating to a knife attack on Bishop Murmuri Emmanuel in an Syrian Orthodox church as a service was being streamed online on April 15. The material was geo-blocked from Australia but available elsewhere, but the regulator that made the orders, Australia's E-Safety Commission, which describes itself as the world's first government agency dedicated to keeping people safer online, successfully applied to the federal court in Sydney for a temporary global ban on sharing the video of the bishop being stabbed. In an after-hours hearing Monday, Justice Geoffrey Kennett suppressed the footage from all X users until Wednesday, when an application for a permanent ban will be heard. India's main opposition party is accusing Prime Minister Narendra Modi of hate speech after he called Muslims infiltrators and used some of his most incendiary rhetoric to date about the minority faith in an election rally days after the country began its weeks-long general election. At the rally on Sunday in the western state of Rajasthan, Modi said that when the Congress party was in government, they said Muslims have the first right over the country's resources. If it returns to power, the party will gather all your wealth and distribute it among those who have more children, he said as the crowd applauded. They will distribute it among infiltrators, he continued, saying, "Do you think your hard-earned money should be given to infiltrators?" Abhishek Manu Singhvi, a spokesperson for Congress, called the Prime Minister's remarks deeply objectionable and said the party on Monday had sought action from the Election Commission of India, which oversees the 6-week voting period, which began Friday. The remarks drew fierce criticism for peddling anti-Muslim tropes and for breaking election rules that bar candidates from engaging in any activity that aggravates religious tensions. The Election Commission of India's Model Code of Conduct forbids candidates to appeal to caste or communal feelings to secure votes. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 17,792.76. The NYSE Composite is increased by 190.57 points or 1.08%. Tokyo stock close price is 37,552.16. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 113.55 points or 0.30%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,021.98. The Shanghai index is decreased by 22.62 points or 0.74%. Hong Kong stock close price is 16,828.93. The Hang Seng index is increased by 317.24 points or 1.92%. Bombay stock close price is 73,738.45. The Sensex index is increased by 89.83 points or 0.12%. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Novak Djokovic was named World Sportsman of the Year for a record equaling fifth time at the Laureus Awards ceremony on Monday, while Spanish footballer Aitana Bonmati won individual and team awards. Tennis great Djokovic, a record 24-time Grand Slam champion, equaled his former rival Roger Federer's tally at the prestigious ceremony in Madrid. Djokovic won 3 Grand Slams last year along with the ATP finals. "I am incredibly honored to have won my 5th, said Djokovic. "I think back to 2012 when I won it for the first time as a 24-year-old. I'm very proud to be here 12 years later, reflecting on a year that brought me and my fans a lot of excitement and success." Bonmati won the Sportswoman of the Year award, becoming the first footballer to do so, and was also rewarded along with her Spain teammates for winning the Women's World Cup last summer. Inter Milan have won their 20th Serie A title after a heated 2-1 win at AC Milan gave Simone Inzaghi's side an unassailable lead in the standings with 5 matches remaining in the season. A goal from Francesco Acerbi and Marcus Thuram in each half proved sufficient to secure Inter's victory, with Ficao Tomori scoring a late goal to reduce the deficit in the Milan derby on Monday. The match also witnessed 3 red cards in stoppage time, with Milan being reduced to 9 men as tensions flared, with Theo Hernandez and David Calabria getting their marching orders, along with Inter's Denzel Dumfries. Inter, who have lost only once in the league this season, hold a 17-point advantage over second-placed Milan. "I told the guys we find ourselves in a situation that's never happened before," Inter captain Lautaro Martinez said after the game. "We needed to take advantage of this opportunity because look around, the entire stadium is ours now." Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Trump hush money trial, David Baker testifies, judge hears gag order arguments. Pro-Palestinian protesters arrested at Yale, NYU. Biden administration tightens rules for obtaining medical records related to abortion. All died violently, 5 people including 2 kids found dead in Oklahoma City home. Trump called this visa very bad for Americans, Truth Social applied for one. Blazing cargo train rolls through Canadian city. Russian court rejects U.S. journalist Evan Gershkovich's detention appeal. Russian court sentences Meta spokesperson to 6 years in absentia. Elon Musk accuses Australia of censorship after court bans violent video. Modi accused of hate speech for calling Muslims infiltrators at a rally days into India's election. Djokovic Bonmati crowned at Laureus Awards. And Inter win heated Milan derby to seal 20th Italian Football League title. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website. Our website address is www.millenniumnews24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.